Hi everyone, Trish, leisureLifestyle.com, a life of freedom and choice. And this is my very first video on my new Canon Rebel T6i. And I have it sitting on a tripod in front of me right now. I have a Rode microphone attached to the top of that camera. A little challenged by that. I think that at some stage I'm going to have to. I tried my lapel mic and it didn't work properly, so I need to find out what is the appropriate lapel mic for this camera that's going to work, so that I'm not sort of bellowing across the room and hoping that that microphone will pick up the sound. It's just a little bit echoey because I just played it back earlier. I have a tripod, a full tripod set up, and it's set up in front of a big tall window where I'm getting natural light in, so that adds to, you know, the exposure. And I've also got two box lights set up in front of me as well, which adds to the vision. So very challenging though when you're learning a new skill, learning a new expertise. You can see that I have a blurry background behind me, and that's done purposely through a 50mm lens. It's called a nifty 50, and it allows you that depth of field. I've learned all of this from YouTube. I did research. I mean, YouTube is incredible. You just search exactly what it is that you want, how to get a blurred background, and it tells you exactly how to do it. But it just needs a little bit of research and learning and sinking in and then playing with the camera to get it to where you want it to be. Now, when we talk about depth of field gives you that blurry background behind you. That background's about 5 steps behind me. The further away that you can get from your background, the better. And then obviously I'm about 3 steps or so away from my camera. And this is why the mic can be a problem. So whether I get a boom stick that comes in with the microphone that picks up the sound, or again, like I said, get a lapel mic. Some of the settings that you need to think about and consider on your new Canon. First of all, it has to have a microphone jack so that you can plug in that microphone as well. But some of the numbers are, or the statistics or figures, is the ISO. And the ISO is all about the exposure and how bright it is. If you go too high with this lens, then you're going to get it very, very bright. So I've got it low at the moment. I think between 200 and 400 is where I've got my ISO set at the moment on the camera. The aperture is the other statistic that you need, or the other function that you need, and I've got it as low as possible at 1.8. That's my aperture. I've got the frame rate at 30 frames per second, and I've doubled the shutter speed at 60. And so that's all you really need to know. That's all I know. That's all I've picked up from my research and from my learning from YouTube. And still loads and loads of improvement to be done, but I just wanted to get started, get into the process of doing video, and I just love the effect of this because it makes you the focal point, especially if it's you wanting to deliver YouTube content on video. You know, it blurs out everything else around you, and you can get some really neat effects by doing that. And I'm going to experiment with this over the coming months, and I'll put this video up because this is where the journey started. For the whole time, for the last 2 years of my online business, I've just been using a simple iPhone, which is really effective to get a message across. But I've decided now that I just wanted to go to the next level, and here it is. This is what I want to do, and I'll upload it, and it will be quite clear that this is where I started, and it'll be very interesting to see how my journey unfolds in the future. So that's my share here, Trish, leisureLifestyle.com, a life of freedom and choice. And if you find this video on the YouTube channel, then press that subscribe button and you'll get my daily updates every day. Over and out. Bye everyone.